Hey guys, this is it, the teasers for the final episode of Sister Wives Season 19, the tell-all part 4. Can you freaking believe it? We've made it all the way here. Let's break down the teasers, and then I've got a couple of wild updates at the end, including a Reddit post that seriously blew my mind. So let's buckle up and start talking about teasers. First up, we've got a teaser from Us Weekly. Suki goes there and asks Meri how much action she's gotten since leaving Kody. Meri laughs a lot and eventually says it's been a very long time. So she keeps it very lighthearted, even mentions how Jen offered to buy her lots of protection or whatever, but Meri's like, nothing's happening. I don't need them. And then Suki, bless her, tells Meri to get back on that horse. Honestly, the shift to this kind of humor is kind of refreshing after all the dark revelations or whatever. So yeah, I guess Meri's just waiting for the right guy or whatnot. Then Janelle jumps in to clarify something. She is not asexual. Just because she didn't want assembly line kisses with Kody doesn't mean she's not interested in romance. Honestly, that line is actually hilarious. Janelle says that she's open to meeting someone eventually. I've always thought that she hinted that her and Kody did have chemistry and all that and romance at one point, you know. It's her Earth Mama era for Janelle. She's ready to find someone who's into, I don't know, greenhouses, flowers, hiking, God knows what, RVs, and everything. Honestly, is she a hippie at this point? Is Janelle a hippie? She even jokes that the farm is her new Eat, Pray, Love, and Suki yells, Eat, Pray, Love! Suki's like so into Janelle having like an Eat, Pray, Love moment. And Janelle says the farm is my version of that, which is pretty iconic. Next, we've got a teaser from Entertainment Tonight, and it's all about whether Kody would ever do polygamy again. This is the age-old question, and I honestly feel like he's answered it before. Or, you know, does he regret it? Kody says flat out he could not do it again. Why? Because they failed. He says he's on the anti-polygamy train now, which is wild considering he was basically Captain Polygamy for like 2 decades or whatever. He claims it's off the table because it's been taken off the table. Then he says Robyn's broken and might feel differently, but he's done, like done. Meanwhile, Robyn, as anticipated by Kody, still clings on a little bit to the idea. She says if there was some type of guarantee and Kody was up for it, she'd still be okay with polygamy. But since neither of those are likely, she's now scared to death. So she literally says God would have to speak to her directly, like a burning bush level stuff, for her to agree to it again. I mean, that says a lot. And now for the most explosive teaser, perhaps. This one comes straight from the Sister Wives account itself. Suki asked the big question, would you do it all over again? Which is a big question because if you remember, the show was based on basically promoting that polygamy is also kind of like an okay way to live, right? So would you do it all over again is a very loaded question because it kind of means like, is polygamy, you know, maybe not a good lifestyle, right? So, anyone who's been through a divorce knows how deep that question is even. So Janelle says she doesn't know if she would have married Kody. So that was pretty honest. Christine says all he did was lie, and that's all they showed from that clip. And Meri, she straight up says that she would never do polygamy again. Then Kody says, polygamy doesn't work if you fall in love. Like, what? Like, isn't that kind of the point of polygamy, that you fall in love with multiple people? Apparently, when he fell hard for Robyn, that changed everything because you're not supposed to love anyone in polygamy. Make it make sense. So then Suki asks him again if he'd do it all over again. He turns into like the pondering man statue or whatever. And he's like, I don't know. Like, is he? Would he? Would he not? Like, I mean, they had a family. There was some good years, but I get why the question kind of stings. Okay, so here's one of the updates I mentioned earlier. I saw this on Reddit and it blew my mind. So someone posted these side-by-side photos of Logan and Robyn at the same age and pointed out that at this age, Robyn joined the family. It's kind of disturbing because we still picture Logan as a teenage boy. The timeline really puts things into perspective, and honestly, it's just wild to think about. And now for some more cheerful updates. Janelle recently went on a birthday trip with friends, and guess what? They brought some interesting merch. They showed up wearing the Teflon Queen shirts and even made visors that said "wasted," which is a throwback to that infamous knife in the kidney scene with Kody. Janelle posted, "When you have friends who show up to a birthday trip ready to bring the laughs, tonight I'm grateful for friends old and new." And she tagged a few of her friends, so it looks like her circle of friends is strong right now, but I kind of noticed like Christine wasn't there, which makes me wonder, are Janelle and Christine still as close as they used to be before? Or is something shifting in their relationship where Janelle is just spending more time with other people, you know? And as season 19 wraps, of course I'm wondering, what the heck is coming in for season 20? Apparently, it's already filming. And Meri recently confirmed something like she can't talk about the status of Coyote Pass. So, you know, this might be everything that happened later with Coyote Pass might be covered in the next season. So what do you think we're looking at for season 20? I don't know when it's going to air. I'm hoping the fall, but here are a few items that could be considered. So the sale of Coyote Pass, like how they sold it eventually. The sale of Robyn and Kody's McMansion, although, I don't know, they don't really show a lot of their lives, so who knows. Christine reportedly suing for child support in that court case with Kody. Are they going to cover that at all? And possibly Meri dating or renovating the B&B could be out there. There could also be stories we have no idea about because they're filming and they want to keep it close to the vest, like Aspen's pregnancy, for example. I would love to see that on season 20. Honestly, I did not expect to cover stuff like what they did, you know. It was a pretty thorough tell-all in season, and they jumped timelines, which is so something that I wanted them to do. So I'm happy overall with season 19. Let me know in the comments. And I'm hearing a lot of comments like, please cancel the show. Guys, the show is not getting canceled. It's great ratings. It has a lot of fans. It's a legacy show that will not go away. So it's not going away. You know, there's much more drama than there ever used to be. And we're looking forward to season 20. Okay, we are. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later and have a great summer and week and everything. And I'll be back with more updates. Bye, guys.